It's the morning weather briefing. This is for Saturday, March the 29th. I'm James Spann. Over the weekend, we'll have scattered showers around, then a chance of strong to severe storms on Monday. And the threat begins after midnight tomorrow night. So let's dive in and take a look. We'll try and answer all your questions. This is the upper air look early this morning. And the lead shortwave is coming into the deep south, and this will not produce any severe weather today, but just scattered showers. In fact, we'll check the radar composite early this morning. We're live at 6:41, and you can see areas of light rain across Alabama, Mississippi, Louisiana, and Arkansas. And we stress the weekend's not going to be a washout. Absolutely, it's going to rain at times, but just scattered showers, maybe a rumble of thunder. We are very mild to start today. Temperatures are generally in the 60s. We're expecting highs in the mid to upper 70s in most spots today. If the sun can peek out, we'll see some spots reaching 80. We got a flash flood watch for parts of Louisiana and extreme South Mississippi for the weekend. And up north, winter weather advisories. Winter hanging tough for parts of the Great Lakes, the upper Midwest, and northern New England. So this is the severe weather outlook today. We have a risk of severe storms from the Texas Hill Country into Iowa, including a level 2 out of 5 risk around Kansas City, Wichita, down toward Oklahoma City. So tomorrow there is a fairly large risk in terms of geographical area from the Gulf Coast to the Great Lakes. And you can see that enhanced risk, level 3 out of 5, from North Mississippi and Arkansas up into parts of Illinois, Indiana, and western Ohio. And remember, this outlook extends through 7 a.m. Monday. And we have a level 3 out of 5 risk for northwest Alabama, west of a line from near Huntsville, down to about Double Springs and Millport. That's the areas in orange on that map. A level 2 out of 5 risk down to about Wadowee and Thomasville, and a level 1 out of 5 risk for South Alabama. And again, this is the activity that would be happening early Monday morning. This is the probabilistic outlook for tornadoes, and you can see there is a hatched area up in that enhanced risk for the northwestern corner of the state. That means there could be a strong tornado involved. By that, the definition is EF2 or higher. And the chance of a tornado in the enhanced risk within 25 miles of a given point is 10 to 14%. This is the chance of damaging wind, and by definition, that's 58 miles per hour or higher. And again, for the enhanced risk in northwest Alabama, the chance is 30 to 44%. And again, that's the probability of damaging winds within 25 miles of a given point. And then after 7 a.m. Monday, we have a level 2 out of 5 risk over much of the state as that band of storms gradually sags southward. And again, we'll take a look at all the modeling. We got the high-resolution data in. We're now within 60 hours of the event. And hey, the hits keep on coming. Look at here. This is Wednesday of next week. With the next system, we have an enhanced risk from Little Rock and Memphis up toward Indianapolis, the broad risk running from Dallas-Fort Worth up to Cleveland and Detroit. And that kind of clips the northwestern corner of the state, and we'll look at this in just a moment. Here's a look at rain for the next 7 days. Rain amounts could exceed 3 inches for the Tennessee Valley. For Tuscaloosa, Birmingham, Anniston, Gadsden, amounts between 2 and 3 inches, and then 1 to 2 inches down in South Alabama. So a lot to talk about here. Model fans, let's go. The GFS, this is the 06Z run. This is 4 o'clock today. I get a little lead shortwave coming in here with a few showers around. The main trough is still well to the west, and moisture will be increasing. Let's go to the high-resolution HER model. This is valid today at 4 o'clock, and we stress the radar will not look exactly like this, but maybe something like this. And again, you can see for a pretty good chunk of the state, it's not raining, but there are certainly pockets of showers. There could be a thunderstorm, but severe storms are not expected. So a lot of clouds around today, scattered showers, maybe a thunderstorm, highs mid to upper 70s. This is tomorrow. A surface low is near Chicago, 994 millibars, and again, we're solidly in the warm sector. But again, the main dynamic support will not arrive until after midnight tomorrow night. So this is tomorrow afternoon at 4 o'clock off the HER model. Same thing, just like today. A lot of clouds around, scattered showers, maybe some thunder, nothing severe. And I would suggest a fairly decent part of the day will be dry. So the weather very similar today and tomorrow. But then that main batch of storms begins to push in here after midnight tomorrow night. And the models are trending slower. That's the main message this morning, which in a way could be good. And the high-resolution models are suggesting this is going to be a linear type event. And they're really not at this point showing any supercell storms out ahead of that main line. And this is Monday morning at 6 a.m. And this is coming off the high-resolution NAM, and understand the timing could change, but at the moment it looks like that line of storms might not reach the northwest corner of the state until maybe 4 or 5 a.m., early Monday morning. And of course, when you've got a line like this, a linear type event, the main issue, it's from strong, potentially damaging straight line winds and hail. Could there be an isolated tornado? Sure, but typically it's more of a wind event. So let's look at the severe weather parameters. And again, this is Monday morning, 6 o'clock Central Time. And the instability values are certainly there, but they're not as high as they would be, say, Sunday afternoon. So that's a good thing. The main dynamics arriving when the air is more stable early Monday morning. But still, we stress that is certainly sufficient instability for severe weather. The wind profiles. This is the SRH, the storm relative helicity. This is the veering of the wind with altitude in relation to storm motion. And those numbers are not overwhelming, but they're certainly sufficient for a few rotating updrafts. And this is the STP, the significant tornado parameter. This is a composite index. And again, those numbers are not overly high for the end of March, the first part of April, but again, certainly sufficient for the possibility of a few isolated tornadoes early Monday morning. So again, this is Monday morning at 5 a.m. The line has come on through the shoals, approaching Athens and approaching Hamilton. So this is 9 a.m. and the line of storms coming through Birmingham and Gadsden and Tuscaloosa. So again, you can see at least this particular model, the 3-kilometer NAM, is clearly slower, showing a mid-morning type event. And again, this would be a line of storms with strong winds. And then by 1 o'clock Monday, really a weakening batch of storms pushing down into southeast Alabama. Still some risk of severe storms, but again, the tornado threat by then would be relatively low. So I'll say one thing about this. It'll be a difficult decision for a lot of school officials on how to handle this, and that this is going to be coming through at a time where a lot of the school buses could be running. So again, just to go through the timing, this is Monday morning at 11Z. That would be 5 o'clock. This is Monday morning at 9 o'clock. And remember, the main concern here, strong winds. There could be an isolated tornado. And then by 1 o'clock, the activity down in southeast Alabama. This is all Monday. So in terms of the timing, this is the latest graphic that we're using here in terms of the window for strong to severe storms Monday. For northwest Alabama, we'll say midnight until 8 a.m. And we should be able to narrow these windows down a little bit tomorrow, but midnight to 8. Tuscaloosa, Birmingham, Anniston, Gadsden, 4 a.m. to noon on Monday. And then South Alabama, south and east of Montgomery, the window between 8 a.m. and 2 p.m. on Monday. And again, of course, the question is, could we see any discrete cells ahead of that line that could become supercells with potential for significant tornadoes? The models are just not showing that at this point. And with some capping involved out ahead of that, hopefully that's the case, and that'll just keep it to a one-and-done event. One line, it passes, and you're done with it. So we'll watch model trends carefully. We'll come back tomorrow morning with another video update here. This is the synoptic look Monday afternoon, and again, by then, the better chance of showers and storms down in southeast Alabama. Tuesday, we're dry, highs in the 70s, and then here comes our next system. Wednesday of next week. Man, that's a whopper of a snowstorm for parts of the Dakotas and Minnesota. But of course, we're in the warm sector down here. But with the dynamic support so far north, it just looks like the better chance of severe storms with this one will be probably a little north and west of Alabama. Again, this is the severe weather outlook on Wednesday. Places like Little Rock, Memphis, Paducah, Kentucky, Indianapolis. But there certainly could be a few strong storms, maybe Wednesday afternoon. But you know what I'm going to say here. We have to get past the Monday event before we can really focus on the Wednesday event, because in this business, like the football coaches, we take them one storm system at a time. Then on Thursday, we're warm and dry, a ridge building. Hey, we're going to see mid-80s. We might see somebody in the upper 80s. This should be the warmest weather so far this year. This is Friday, same thing, mid-80s. And a week from today, Saturday, April 5th, got a ridge across Florida, a new trough upper low that's out around Phoenix, and again, showers and thunderstorms holding north and west of the state because of the ridge. We'll go out 10 days. This is Monday, April the 7th. And the ridge is beat down, got a deep upper low that's east of New England, and evidence there could be a few scattered showers over South Alabama. But hey, this is 10 days out. We all know this could change. Rain for Birmingham coming off the European ensemble. The mean about 4 inches between now and the 13th of April. And temperatures coming off the national blend of models, 70s through Tuesday. But wow, look at the latter half of next week with those mid-80s in here. 86 on Thursday and Friday. Summertime is coming. And the latest long-range guidance, this is for April 5th through April 11th. Temperatures near or maybe a little above average. And again, everybody's going to want to go out and plant things, and that's fine. But understand, we almost always have a late season cold snap at some point during the first half of April. And so every year the advice is the same for me. If you want to plant something that would be harmed by a freeze or frost, wait until April 15th. Otherwise, you'll be having to scramble when that late season cold snap happens. So again, if you're just joining us here, we're live at 6:52 on Saturday morning. We have a risk of severe storms Monday. Initially during the pre-dawn hours up in northwest Alabama, with that line slowly moving southward through the state. The main concern, strong winds and hail, but there could be a few isolated tornadoes involved. And as always, the recommendation is be sure that you've got a good way of hearing warnings. Never, ever, 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 ever an outdoor siren. The preference, of course, is a weather radio. It's like a smoke alarm in your house for a tornado. On your phone, be sure that you've got the sleep and the do not disturb modes turned off, especially up in northwest Alabama. And these could be coming through during the pre-dawn hours. And just kind of review your plan, and we'll get through this fine. Again, these type of events are very routine here for March and April. Our tornado season here is November through May. And again, the progression, the line comes into northwest Alabama probably well after midnight Sunday night. This is early Monday morning, and the models are trending slower. This is Monday morning at 5 o'clock. The storm's up in the northwestern corner of the state, reaching Birmingham about 9 o'clock Monday morning. And again, the timing could be adjusted one way or the other here. And then by afternoon, the storm's weakening, pushing down into southeast Alabama. So we'll watch everything carefully, and we'll be back tomorrow morning with another video briefing. But hey, we got to go. We got to go to Scottsboro. It's going to be a big day. Got a book signing. We're going to be at the Alabaster Coffee Company today from 10:30 until 1:30. And we'll have all of our children's books. We will have All You Can Do Is Pray. That's our book about April 27, 2011, the generational tornado outbreak. Weathering Life, which is my story. All the cool shirts from Crest Publishers and much more. We have a lot of fun. And we take a lot of pictures, and it's just great. So hope to see you there in Scottsboro, Alabama, northeast Alabama, Jackson County this morning from 10:30 until 1:30. Alabaster Coffee Company. And again, the next live briefing will be here tomorrow morning. We'll probably do it about 6 o'clock. So thanks for watching. Have a marvelous Saturday, and God bless.